It's official, Rinascita is finally the next destination in Wuthering Waves, and these are the top 5 new features coming with the 2.0 version. So, the new region, Rinascita, seems to be quite massive. As the developers have stated, it will be comprised of 8 new areas, each with their own unique biome and details. On top of that, the major city itself, Raguna, loves to host festivities such as Carnival, where everyone shows up with a mask, kinda like, real-life counterpart. But the city also contains tons of echoes who seem to be quite involved with the daily life. Like, we can see echoes in the shape of bathtubs, bank tellers, street performers, and so on. So, it's pretty cool. And there's multiple factions that we will encounter in this new region, such as the Order of the Deep, Fool's Troop, Thessalia, and Montelli family. The developers said we can expect some clashing to happen between these factions. As it was shown in one of the trailers, there's political intrigue going on, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, one thing that's really exciting when it comes to exploring this new region is that we will gain access to a new utility tool, Flight, which allows you to literally fly around the map. It's pretty insane. And in addition, a couple of echoes will provide awesome traversal abilities like Wingray, who can help you soar and ascend quickly. If that's not enough, there's also Gondola Echo, which lets you glide across water and even ascend waterfalls. And did I mention you can also invite your favorite resonator to go on some gondola cruises together? Who needs Venice when you can do this in an anime game? But aside from these exploration echoes, there's going to be a couple of new echo challenges, like Plushy Leap, where you transform into the Echo Cuddle Waddle and jump around to quickly reach designated locations, or use it to smash through massive rocks. But there's also going to be other echoes such as this one, that allows you to obtain energy to restore floating monuments for rewards, and there's even a tactical hologram called Vitrium Dancer, where you will need to perfect your dodging abilities. We also got a quick sneak peek at features such as Overflowing Palette, Dream Patrol, and a few more the developers hinted at. Finally, when it comes to the new story itself, we can see from this preview, it has become much more dynamic. There's like this running sequence with things crashing down around you, there's some cool traversal happening. Basically, it's gonna be more action-packed. Best of all, both new and returning players can experience the story of 2.0 without needing to complete other prerequisite quests. And all you need to do is just complete Chapter 1, Act 3, so it's gonna be very easy to jump into this new region. Oh, and besides the main story, both Carlotta and Roccia story quests will be available in 2.0. New version, new events, and this time around, there's a ton of them. And starting with the 2 events called Tales of the Isles and Traces of Tides, these events are basically like a way to become acquainted with the new stuff and areas in Rinascita region, but you'll also get a bunch of rewards at the same time. Then there's a really cool co-op event I'm looking forward to called Although Colors Have No Form, in which you can fight in this unique world together with other players. And we can see it will have some nice echo rewards. Then, there's an event called John Victorio No Depths for Old Men. Alright, the name is on the nose, but it's going to be a stylish combat event as the devs have told us. Also, a couple of events are making a return with some new changes, such as Pincer Maneuver Warriors, Lolo's Campaign, and Tactical Holograms. For example, in Tactical Holograms, you'll now be able to challenge the bosses, Sentry Construct, and my favorite, Fallacy of No Return, but more bosses will be added in the future as well. But as always, the 7-day login event and Wuthering Exploration will also be available, and from January 29th to February 13th, you can also receive 1,600 asteroids via in-game mail. Now, another new event called Dances for Spring's Return will allow you to invite characters from different regions to enjoy some activities like the theater plays in this cute chibi style. Best of all, by completing some of these events, you'll be able to obtain the limited 4-star rectifier, Call of the Abyss. And if that's not enough, character outfits are finally coming in 2.0, and SANHUA's outfit will be a free reward you can claim, which looks absolutely gorgeous. There's also a new outfit for Jinshi, and if you acquire it, this outfit will come with an exclusive weapon coating, avatar, and sigil. Finally, don't miss out on this web event that's happening right now, and it's called Rinascita Echo Fiesta, where you can obtain some of the new echoes and rewards. And also, if you haven't heard already, the 2.0 update will arrive on January 2nd, and on this date, Wuthering Waves also becomes available on PlayStation 5. I think it's safe to say these new characters look absolutely insane. So, starting with the first one, Carlotta, she's a 5-star Glacio Pistols user. Actually, the first 5-star to wield pistols. Not much has been revealed about her actual skills, but we can see from some gameplay footage, she uses this really cool fighting style combined with visual effects of gems and crystals, and her skill can unleash a barrage of shots, while the Resonance Liberation summons some kind of a mirror and she does these powerful shots. Now, the other one is Roccia, who is a 5-star Havoc Gauntlets user, but get this, the gauntlets are actually being used by her chest mimic companion, Pera. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, she can summon tornadoes that will pull in enemies, and this can even carry over when switching to the next unit. So I am looking forward to this crowd control ability, especially in Tower of Adversity stages with multiple enemies. Now, when it comes to the 2.0 banners, in first phase, Carlotta and Jeji will be the featured 5 stars, while the 4 stars are going to be Chixia, SANHUA, and Mortefi. And in phase 2, Roccia and Jinchi, along with Yuhu, Danjin, and Yuanwu, will be the featured characters. And of course, both Carlotta's and Roccia's signature weapons will be available during their respective banner phases. But overall, both of these phases look pretty stacked, and this will be a great time for you to decide which unit you want to pull for, since Jeji in phase 1 and Jinchi in phase 2 both work super well. So if you want that combo, that could be a decent idea. However, as always, just pull for the characters that you actually enjoy playing with. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be pretty exciting to build units in 2.0. So first of all, there will be a new set of craftable weapons. Not much info about them, but hopefully there are good free-to-play options. Then the developers really went out of their way and just straight up showcased tons of new echoes in this cool video they've created, but overall, they have previewed 4 new boss echoes and 21 other echoes you can encounter in open world. Plus, there's gonna be a variation of nightmare echoes. From the image, we can see some of the good old bosses we have endlessly farmed. However, these nightmare versions actually come with different echo skills and sonata effects, so I'm very curious to see if they will become an upgrade or an additional way to build a character. Also, speaking of which, 5 new sonata effects will be added into the game. Not much info has been shared about them, but even then, that's like a ton of new sets, so it'll be interesting to see how much they will change things up for builds. Oh, and finally, there's a couple of new phantom echoes you'll be able to obtain, as you can see from this image. Leaving the best for the last, some of these new quality of life upgrades are pretty insane. So first of all, you will now be able to challenge bosses you haven't unlocked yet by choosing the early access feature from the guidebook or upgrade panel, so you can unlock those ascension materials in advance. However, this next one is probably my favorite. So in 2.0, you'll actually be able to switch between the main character genders, which is really awesome. Next, the synthesis feature will become available from the menu, which will also allow you to convert the materials on the go. If that's not enough, you'll now gain 20 activity points for logging in when doing dailies, and the exploration progress interface for Rinascita will allow you to complete things with better clarity, and this also includes rewards like improving flight gauge and discovering hidden zones. Also, immersion mode will be added to the game, which will allow you to turn off UI and just enjoy some peak, should I say, immersion. Finally, Archive of Melodies is going to be a place where you can play all of the game's OSTs through a special echo in Rinascita, and it will also allow you to switch to background music too. Now, this isn't really a quality of life feature, but I'm just adding this here because a fan creation program called Solaris Starry Stage will be available during 2.0, where creators can submit their fan-made content. Anyway, that's pretty much it when it comes to the 2.0 update. Not gonna lie, it's packed to the brim, and I'm really excited to see this new region and start collecting new echoes. But yeah, hope you found this video useful, and I'd really appreciate it if you could press the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and see you soon.